moving on. Moving on. What's been going on, guys? What's been going on recently? There's been a whole lot happening. Not fully since I was last streaming. This just says that Trump scolds reporter for suggesting he's losing patience. I'll check this out. Let's check it out.
Shouting. I think it was a meeting of love. There were a couple of things that we talked about specifically where some people felt a little bit one way or the other, not a big deal. And I covered them. It wasn't so much a speech. I covered certain points. And I think there was, I'd be very surprised.
You told him you were losing patience. Are you losing patience?
No, I didn't tell him. Who told you I said I'm losing patience?
That's what we heard inside the room. You said
It's a lie. Wait. Who's told you that?
What we heard from people inside the room.
Oh, really?
The message.
It's totally true. I never used the term. I didn't say losing. I didn't even talk about it. In fact, it's the opposite. I think we're going to get it done. I'm not losing patience. We're ahead of schedule. Anybody that told you that is a liar. Wait a minute. I never mentioned the word losing patience because I'm not losing patience. We're ahead of schedule.
That's why I asked you. I want to get
Well, why don't you go back to your source and tell them they're liars if the source even exists?
Bill passes the House.
Yeah.
Senators are already talking about making a number of changes over
Sure.
their chamber.
Always
Is
have.
that okay? Or
Yeah.
do you want them to swallow
Yeah.
this bill?
In some cases, they have things that I like even better. No, it always happens. There'll be some changes.
Mr. President.
John Thune and Mike have been very closely aligned on this. They've been moving it up together.
Apparently you said don't F with Medicaid. Apparently you did say in the room. There is some concern among some Republicans, including Senator Josh Hawley, that this could impact benefits and that could be amount to a quote hidden tax on the.
I didn't say. Here's what I said.
I'm wondering if you're.
Here's what I said. What do you want to say? I said waste, fraud, and abuse for Medicaid. If you find waste or fraud or abuse, we want to strengthen Medicaid. We want to strengthen Medicare. Waste, fraud, and abuse. The Democrats will let illegals be on. They'll destroy it. It will be destroyed. They want to have illegal immigrants be on. And if you do that, because that's not, it wasn't designed for that. Waste, fraud, and abuse.
Can you guarantee that your voters who supported you in the election, particularly working class voters, will not lose health insurance under this bill?
Oh, they won't lose health insurance. Not only that, remember, I'm cutting drug prices by 85%. And right now, I'm saving it. I'm saving the whole thing because I did something that nobody was willing to do. Other countries pay a tiny fraction what we do. And I instituted favored nations. We're now going to pay the lowest in the world. We're going to be the equivalent of the lowest country in the world. People go to London, they go to Canada, they go to other countries, many other countries, because they want to buy their pharmaceutical products, their drugs, at a fraction of the cost. Now we're going to have the lowest cost anywhere in the world, and nobody else would do that but me. And that might be an election by itself, might be election winning. Now, when you add that in, when you put that into Medicaid and Medicare, we've just strengthened Medicare and Medicaid. And the Democrats won't do that. You know why? Because they're taken care of by the drug companies. And the ones that are taken care of are hard line. Some Republicans get money from drug companies, and that's okay, because they're okay with it. I talked about it. The drug companies take care of everybody. It's the biggest lobby, most powerful lobby in the world. There's no lobby like that. But the Republicans are okay with it. Not only okay with it, they love it. It was time. So we're going to cut drug prices from 75 to 85, in some cases even more than that. You know, I was telling the story that, and some of you were at that news conference. I gave a news conference where I was the first one in 18 years to cut drug costs for the year. And they were like a quarter of a point to half a point less. And I was very proud of that. Now I'm cutting them by 80, 85%, because I stopped the scam. This was a scam between the middlemen and the drug companies. This was a giant scam. And by the way, and other countries, because other countries fought for this. This was a giant scam, and we're not going to have it. So remember this. Go back and tell your people, if you'd like to, that the Republican Party is cutting the cost of drugs by as much as 85%. Not 8%, not 5%, not 1%, 85%. And you're going to have the lowest drug prices anywhere in the world, because I'm doing favored nations. And it's all done. I signed it. and the Democrats will unsign it, and the drug prices are going to go up. And I think on that issue alone, you can't lose an election.
It's crazy that that didn't get more notoriety. It's crazy that even the mainstream media can even make that either disappear or seem like a bad thing, that he's going after the drug companies and trying to get prices lower. I mean, that deserves a lot of respect. That's something that, you know, I mean, RFK, it's either something, you know, RFK doesn't have a problem with drug companies. He just has a problem with the things that they do. So, like, that's something that he would do. That's something that he would go after. But the fact that Trump is the one spearheading it, Trump's the one bringing it up, is just massive. So massive. Somebody was saying, are the Dems going to run on making waste, fraud, and abuse great again in 2028? Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. It's going to be AOC, and she's going to be like, we're bringing back waste. We're bringing back fraud. We're bringing back abuse. And the crowd is going, the bust-in crowd from all over America is going to go absolutely wild. Joe Scarborough's going to be like, well, I've just been waiting. I mean, Mika, we were talking about this earlier. I've just been waiting for some good waste, fraud, and abuse. You understand? I mean, you have to understand. And let me just be frank with you at home right now. Without waste, fraud, and abuse, this country grinds to a halt. It is something that we need, and we've been getting it since 1776. And Donald Trump tried to take it away from us. 2028, we need it back. This is the best AOC I've ever seen in my life. I mean, she is a cultural icon. We're going to be hearing all sorts of bullshit like that. It's going to be so bad. It's going to be so ridiculous. Didn't Danny Glover have a thing where he was going, Lethal Weapon 2, going to South Africa? They said it wouldn't be safe for him over there. Yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah, back in the day. Now, if they remade the movie, they would have to have Mel Gibson be the one going to South Africa, and they would say it's not safe for him over there. That's how that would go. They'd have to switch it right up. Man. Anyway, let's move on. I just wanted to see that. I mean, right at the beginning, that's where he really got into that reporter. It's getting pretty crazy the way Trump handles these reporters. I mean, you thought it was bad or good when it came to, you know, when he first started dealing with them. But now it's just at a whole other level. It's so quick. And the thing is, he used to go back and forth with them. Now he just scolds them and he's like, we're moving on. That's it. I don't want to hear anything else. This was pretty